We're going to be learning about the order of operations that we follow in math, and this is actually one of the most difficult units for us because we've been trained since we started to learn how to read to go from left to right. And order of operations in math, it doesn't go that way. You don't solve a problem from left to right in math. You have certain operations that happen before others. So we're going to look at an introductory look at this. Some of it you already know and you've learned for a few years now. We know that when we see parentheses, those happen first. And then we're going to look at the next more powerful operations. Multiply and divide always happens before addition and subtraction. The order of the problem written doesn't matter. And addition and subtraction always happen last. So we're going to look at a slight introduction to this and practice more with this as we move forward. When solving math problems, it's important to understand that multiplication and division always happen before addition and subtraction. It doesn't matter which is on the left, which is on the right. These two operations always happen before addition and subtraction. So we're going to take a look at some examples. So here we have a simple number sentence, 5 plus 3 times 4. You should have scrap paper available because you should be writing and solving with me. So our reading instincts, just like if we read the phrase, order of operations, tells us to go from the left to the right. But in math, we need to identify the correct operation. Multiplication always happens before addition. So in this case, I am going to multiply 3 times 4 to get 12. Then we can add our 5 and 2 for 17. That is the correct order for solving this problem. Here's our next example. Copy the problem down, 12 divided by 4 minus 1. So in this case, we need to identify our more important or powerful operation, which is division. And so that means that we are going to divide first. It doesn't matter that it's on the left, it's the operation telling us to happen first. 12 divided by 4 is 3. Then we can subtract by 1 to get an answer of 2. If we didn't solve it in this order, we would get the wrong answer. So for example, if I rewrite this problem and I do 4 minus 1 of 3 and then divide, I get an answer of 4. And if you type this entire sequence into a calculator, 12 divided by 4 minus 1, and it equals, you will get 2. You will not get 4. So it's important to realize that your calculator is showing you the correct order. So for this one, I want you to solve on your own. I'm going to give you 2 problems. Solve both, pause, and then come back. 5 minus 12 divided by 4. And your other problem is 8 plus 3 times 2 minus 4. Go ahead and pause and solve both. When you come back, I will be solving for you. Our first example, 5 minus 12 divided by 4. I need to remember that my division is the more powerful operation here. 12 divided by 4 is 3. Now I can do 5 minus 3 for 2. If you type this into your calculator, you will see the same answer. Now here I have 3 operations on my second example. Again, I find the more powerful operation. Multiplication is 6, and I recopy the number sentence. Now that I just have addition and subtraction, I can do one, and then I can do the other. 8 plus 6 is 14, minus 4 is 10. Again, type the whole thing into your calculator and confirm this is the correct answer. Here we're looking at an example from before where we already found our answer. But we're going to look at another operation symbol of parentheses. And this is a operation symbol that we have used in the past, and we should know that it tells you to do whatever inside first. So if I were to put parentheses around my a plus 3, that it totally changes the way we solve this problem. I no longer look to multiplication happen first. I need to do what's inside the parentheses first. So here we have a plus 3 is 11. Now I can bring down the rest of the number sentence. And now I'm going to look and see I have multiplication and subtraction. And I know that multiplication happens first, so I can multiply and then I can subtract. So for the last time, type this into your calculator. Don't forget your parentheses. Hit equals, and you will see that we have found the same answer. Here we have our last example. Copy this down. 14 times 2 plus parentheses 6 minus 4 parentheses. I want you to pause the video to solve and then come back and actually pause the video and solve and then type this entire thing into the calculator. If your answer doesn't match, try to go back and fix it. Then come back to me and see how I solve the problem. I'm going to start solving, so you should have paused. So, the first thing that catches my eye is the parentheses, and I know whatever is in there needs to happen first. So I'm going to do my 6 minus 4, which is 2, and copy the rest of the problem exactly the same from there. Now I have no parentheses, I have multiply and add. And I know that multiply happens before addition. So I'm going to do 14 times 2 for 28 plus 2 gives me 30. And if we type this into the calculator, we should get a matching answer.